Welcome to Zhangjiajie UNESCO Global Geopark. Over 3,000 quartz sandstone pillars stand here, forming the largest and most complete forest of peaks landscape on Earth. UNESCO has referred to this as a priceless geological monument. This all began in the Devonian period nearly 400 million years ago. At that time, this was a warm, shallow sea environment. Hundreds of meters of pure sand layers were deposited on the seabed, and through prolonged geological compression and solidification, formed hard and dense quartz sandstone. Approximately 65 million years ago, the Himalayan orogeny uplifted this entire ancient rock formation. Subsequently, under the influence of the subtropical monsoon climate, ample rainfall continuously eroded and cut along the vertical fissures in the rocks. After tens of millions of years of sculpting, this towering stone forest was formed. When clouds form at an altitude of 800 meters and drift over the ridges, Zhangjiajie presents its most astonishing scenery. This integration of heaven and earth provided the natural prototype for the floating mountains in the film Avatar. In this travel guide video, we will take you deep into this stone forest to explore the true face of the floating mountains universe. From the best viewing routes to must-experience moments in the clouds and the cultural stories hidden among the peaks, we will comprehensively present Zhangjiajie to you. Zhangjiajie is located in the middle of China, about 2,000 kilometers from Beijing, and you can get here directly by both flights and high-speed trains. When you arrive, you'll see many travel agencies trying to pull in customers. Don't sign up. Even if the price seems low, there's usually hidden shopping involved. Don't worry, after watching this video, you'll be totally able to explore Zhangjiajie on your own. Zhangjiajie has 4 main scenic areas: 1. Tianmen Mountain, 2. Wulingyuan, 3. Yellow Dragon Cave, 4. The Grand Canyon. If you're short on time, prioritize Wulingyuan and Tianmen Mountain first, then consider Yellow Dragon Cave and the Grand Canyon. On the map, Wulingyuan and Tianmen Mountain are in completely opposite directions, so you'll need at least 2 to 3 days to visit both. Tianmen Mountain is closest to the city center, making it the first choice for most visitors. Tianmen Cave is the highest natural rock arch in the world. It's 131 meters tall and 57 meters wide, towering above you like a gate to the heavens. With the 999-step staircase leading up to it, it feels like entering another world. But keep in mind that its impact depends heavily on the weather. When the clouds roll in, it's magical. On clear days, you can see everything at once. On rainy or foggy days, visibility can drop to just 5 meters, so be mentally prepared. There are 3 route options for visiting Tianmen Mountain. 1. Long cableway up plus short cableway down. 2. Short cableway up plus long cableway down. 3. Short cableway round trip. The experience ranking is 1 greater than to 3. I strongly recommend Route 1, long cableway up and short cableway down. In the morning, the cable car glides through a sea of clouds. Incredibly beautiful. If you choose Route 2, taking the long cableway down, you might face very long lines and delays. Route 3 uses only the short cableway, and you'll miss the cloud sea and many amazing aerial views. But because Route 1 is the best, it usually sells out first, so you need to book a few days in advance. You can buy tickets through the WeChat mini program or trip. No matter which route you choose, it's best to set off early to avoid the crowds of tourists in the tour group. The long cableway station isn't at the foot of the mountain. It actually starts in the city. It's the longest continuous cableway in the world, stretching 7,455 meters. with a 30-minute ride that takes you straight to the top of Tianmen Mountain. Along the way, you can look down at the city and the surrounding nature, experiencing a transition from urban scenery to mountain forests. The short cableway starts at the base of the mountain, not in the city center. Visitors need to take the free shuttle bus from the tourist center to reach its entrance. The ride ends halfway up the mountain near Tianmen Cave. After disembarking, a 500-meter walk leads to Tianmen Cave. During the cable car journey, you can also overlook the steep and winding mountain roads below, a route that has hosted several car racing events. At Tianmen Cave Square, there is a staircase famously known as the Stairway to Heaven. This iconic staircase, with its 999 steps, symbolizes a journey towards the heavens and is a central feature of the Tianmen Mountain experience. The steps are steep and continuous, offering a challenging yet rewarding climb for those seeking a traditional and physically engaging way to reach the cave. If you prefer not to climb the stairs, you can take the adjacent escalator, which costs 260 million RMB to build. The summit of Tianmen Mountain features a closed loop sightseeing route, divided into eastern and western parts. Among the notable attractions is Tianmen Temple, which was built around the year 800 AD and serves as an important cultural landmark in the area. A full loop from the summit takes about 5 hours. If you're short on time, just do the west route. Tianmen Cave takes about 2 hours, so you'll need about 8 to 10 hours in total for Tianmen Mountain. After visiting Tianmen Mountain during the day, you can go to the 72-floor Wonder Tower at night. It is only 5 kilometers from the tourist center and blends local ethnic architectural features, and the night lights are beautiful, with lots of local food around. You can also watch the Tianmen Fox Fairy Show, a stunning outdoor musical set in real mountains, telling a touching love story between a man and a fox spirit. Don't worry about not understanding Chinese. There are English subtitles on site. On the second day, head to the Wulingyuan scenic area from Zhangjiajie City. Take the official shuttle bus to Wulingyuan. It's a little over an hour. Wulingyuan is made up of 4 parts: Yuanjiajie, Tianzi Mountain, Huangshizai, and Yuanjiajie. Each part has many smaller scenic spots. It's best to plan to 2-3 days for Wulingyuan. Right now, Wulingyuan uses a unified ticketing system. The total price is 518 RMB, and it's valid for 4 days. That means within 4 days, you can enter and exit all 4 areas as many times as you like, and freely use the 3 cableways and 1 elevator. If you only have 1 day, I recommend Golden Whipstream and Huangshizai. If you have 2 days, go for Golden Whipstream, Huangshizai, Yuanjiajie, and Tianzi Mountain. Huangshizai and Yuanjiajie look at the same stone forest, just from 2 opposite sides. As for 10-Mile Gallery and Yuanjiajie, they're not really worth it. I don't recommend them. Inside Wulingyuan, the scenic spots are connected by shuttle buses, so you barely need to walk to cover the area. However, because of the terrain, the whole park is divided into 2 big sections, the mountaintop area and the valley area. The shuttle buses do not connect these 2 zones. You must rely on cable cars, elevators, or hiking. Golden Whipstream is a 7.5 km riverside hiking trail from the south gate to the east gate of Wulingyuan. It takes about 2 to 3 hours, and the scenery is beautiful, highly recommended. But when you walk, don't get too close to the grass on the roadside. You may run into snakes. The lower station of the Beilong elevator is the endpoint of the Golden Whipstream Trail. The upper station is at Yuanjiajie. This elevator has a vertical rise of 335 meters and is the tallest outdoor elevator in the world. It saves a lot of time. I suggest you take the elevator going upwards. The sudden view of the stone pillars will shock you. There are 5 entrances to the scenic area. The east gate is the busiest. It has the best hotels, restaurants, malls, and pharmacies, so it's the top choice. The downside is that lines can get very long here. If you have more time, consider entering through the south gate. It has fewer people and is closer to many attractions. The other gates are still developing and working more like secondary entrances. And remember, don't exit from the middle gate. There are no vehicles to take you back to your hotel. Also, the monkeys in Zhangjiajie are very mischievous. Don't show food in front of them. Many hotels in Wulingyuan are built along the river. Make sure to choose one with a balcony. You'll get views of overlapping peaks and river scenery. After booking online, it's best to confirm with the hotel directly. The views are amazing. The night lighting is beautiful, and there are many local foods nearby. Just try dishes include Zhangjiajie 3-pot stew, sweet rice wine dumplings, smoked pork with fern cakes, and glutinous rice wine. After resting for the night, you can visit Yellow Dragon Cave in the morning. It's a classic karst cave system. The entrance ticket is 60 RMB, and the boat ride inside costs 36 RMB per person. The cave has a huge multi-level interior formed over 200,000 years. The tallest stone pillar inside is quite unique. In the afternoon, you can take a bus to Zhangjiajie Grand Canyon. It's a long and narrow canyon, and the ticket is 94 RMB per person. The most famous attraction is the Glass Bridge, which costs 138 RMB per person. Finally, let's summarize. With Zhangjiajie City as the center, there is 1 major scenic area to the south and 3 to the north. The top priorities are Tianmen Mountain and Wulingyuan. Inside Wulingyuan, there are 4 sections, and the must-see ones are Golden Whip Stream, Huangshizai, Yuanjiajie, and Tianzi Mountain. So to visit Zhangjiajie, you should plan at least 2 to 4 days. With only 2 days, you'll miss a lot. With 3 days, you can see the highlights, but it will be a bit rushed. 4 days is just right. Lastly, returning to the beginning, besides flights and high-speed trains, there's one more special way to reach Zhangjiajie. You can board a Yangtze River cruise in Chongqing, travel through the 3 Gorges Dam and other scenic spots, get off in Yicheng, and then take a plane, train, or bus to Zhangjiajie. Okay, many visitors combine Zhangjiajie with Fenghong Ancient Town, about 200 kilometers away. We'll explore Fenghong in our next video. Have a great trip, and if you need any help, feel free to leave a comment.